Have you heard of a whole food plant-based diet? Is it a key to our health and wellness? Is whole food plant-based diet a secret answer to prevent lifestyle diseases that are rampant today? For example, diabetes, obesity, cardiovascular issues like hypertension, arthritis, cancer, etc. You will discover the answer in this episode of Munch and Mull if you watch until the mull point at the end of the video. Let's begin. Namaskaram. I am Sujata, an educator in biology and environmental science, a health and wellness consultant, and your host on Munch and Mull. First and foremost, let's understand what it means by a whole food plant-based diet. A whole food plant-based diet aims to maximize the consumption of nutrient-dense plant food while minimizing the consumption of processed food, refined oils, animal foods, including dairy and eggs. A whole food plant-based diet encourages consumption of lots of vegetables, cooked or raw, and fruits. Use of whole grains and pulses like brown rice, millets, pulses with skin. Inclusion of nuts in smaller amounts and seeds. The general focus is low fat. Use of natural sweeteners and unrefined cold pressed cooking oils. Why should you even consider a whole food plant-based diet? According to contemporary research, a whole food plant-based diet is loaded with advantages. Here I quote a few. A whole food plant-based diet is associated with lower rates of hypertension, cancer, obesity, stroke, and diabetes. Many other chronic conditions like arthritis and even autoimmune disorders could be improved by simply switching to this diet. Further, a whole food plant-based diet is the most optimal way to feed and care for your gut microbiome. Almost always, these kinds of foods are fiber-rich and micronutrient dense. Generally speaking, the high fiber results in the foods having low glycemic index and so are very beneficial for diabetics. High fiber also means lower carbs and not empty calories, and so are a huge aid in weight loss too. As we mentioned, these whole grain plant foods are loaded with antioxidants. The amazing array of benefits of antioxidants include anti-cancer and anti-inflammatory benefits too. Today I am going to be demonstrating a very simple example of a whole food plant-based diet using a recipe that all of you like, a dosa. But today in the dosa, I am going to be replacing rice with Jowar. Jowar is a millet which is called sorghum in English. It is called cholam in Tamil. In Maharashtra, Jowar bhakris are very popular. It is a gluten-free grain which is high in fiber, protein, iron and many other nutrients. So let's see how to make Jowar dosa. So here are the ingredients to make our Jowar or sorghum dosa. 1 cup of urad dal, 3 cups of Jowar or sorghum, 1 tablespoon of methi or fenugreek seeds and salt to taste. So I have rinsed the urad dal, sorghum or Jowar and methi seeds together, and now I will add water and soak it overnight. Minimum soaking period is 6 to 8 hours. So let's leave this overnight. So here the Jowar, fenugreek and urad dal have been almost soaked for 7 hours, ready to be ground into the dosa batter. So here we go. We'll grind it in 2 batches. Add a little water initially. Add a little water. Give it a stir. Feel it. It's coarse, we need to grind it more finer. Add a little water, give it a mix. Check it, it's still coarse. Let's grind it some more. Hands are best to know the consistency. A little bit more water. Let's check. Yes. This is not too fine, not too coarse. You know, it's got the rava consistency. Yeah, this is a perfect texture. Let's remove it. The second lot. Perfect consistency. So let me pour the second batch. So I've rinsed the mixie jar and adding this water. So now let's add the salt and give it a mix. So the batter is nicely mixed. Let me close it and keep it for fermentation at least for 8 hours or overnight. So here let's look at the Jowar dosa batter. See how it is fermented. It has risen. Actually it's winter, so it's almost taken me 12 hours for the batter to rise. If it's not winter, then it takes about 7 to 8 hours. So let me mix this. See how well it has fermented. Perfect for dosas. I'm so excited to be making Jowar dosas. So here's my iron tawa which I make my dosa. I'm just adding a drop of oil, rubbing the tawa with a slice of potato, and here's the Jowar dosa. Let me add some oil. So now the dosa is brown, so I'll just make it a sim flame. So let's turn it over. Such a lovely golden color. There it is, our Jowar dosa. So here, let's remove our dosa. So here's my golden brown crisp millet dosa made with sorghum or Jowar. It is fiber rich and full of nutrients, extremely good for diabetics and weight loss, especially for ladies who are looking at weight loss, those who are going through PCOD, PCOS. This is very, very good. Here's a small afterthought. The ultimate choice that you can make is choosing organic plant-based whole food diet. And my go-to choice is of course BioBasics. If you would like to explore BioBasics, you could use the referral link given in the description box to avail discount on your first order. We have seen what is a whole food plant-based diet, but let us see what would I not include as a whole food plant-based diet. Let's mull over it. According to my definition of whole food plant-based diet, I would not include these: white polished rice, refined flour popularly called maida or all-purpose flour. Of course, all the products made commercially using refined flour like white bread, pizza bases, pasta, instant noodles, even naan, cakes, pastries, etc. will not qualify. Refined sugar, refined oils, soft and carbonated drinks. So the obvious question is, are there alternatives? The recipes that you will find on Munch and Mull are almost completely whole food plant-based recipes. The only occasional deviation I make sometimes is in the use of milk, curd or clarified butter. But that is an exception, not the norm. To make it easy for you, I have compiled a whole playlist of plant-based whole food recipes. Do explore a whole new world. Now here's my question to you. Having seen the multiple benefits of a whole food plant-based diet, do you think it is worth considering? Or are you already having it and did not realize it? Or when do you plan to start it? Leave your comments in the comment section below. And if you really like this video, do not forget to press that like button and share it with your family and friends.
Hey, have you subscribed to Munch and Mull, do click on the subscribe button and press the bell icon to receive notifications of my newest videos uploaded every Saturday.